So today we are going to discuss about the calorimetry. So in this calorimetry, there are two experiments are there. One, so we will use the KMNO, potassium permanganate, KMNO4, and potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7. So by using these two chemicals, we are going to calculate optical density of the given solution. So then we verify the Beer's law. That is very important. Verification of Beer's law and determination of unknown concentration of given solution. So what is the aim of this experiment main? That experiment aim is nothing but 1 minute. So aim of the experiment is nothing but here you see verification of Beer's law for KMNO4 and determination of unknown concentration solution, that is KMNO4. So we are going to calculate the unknown solution, unknown concentration solution of the KMNO4 we will give, and you have to calculate the concentration of that solution. That is the aim of the experiment. So in this calorimetry, we used two, and I mean solution chemicals. That is, one is standard KMNO4 potassium permanganate solution and distilled water. So very clear. So what is the aim of this experiment main? To verify the Beer's law and determine the unknown concentration of a given solution of KMNO4. Next, we will discuss about the potassium dichromate. The experiment should be similar, but we use a different solution. That is the one day. First, we are going to discuss about the main potassium permanganate. And then here you see we used potassium permanganate and distilled water, only two chemicals here we used. This is the, you see this is the operators and spectrophotometer. This one you see, this is spectrophotometer. So in this you see here one here screen is there. So this is a digital screen. So here you see we use the cuvette. We take a small test tube like it. That small test tube we called as cuvette. So in that cuvette we will fix here in this, and I mean we remove this cap and we will get the provision to put the cuvettes here. So this is nothing but knob. So we can rotate it. So we can rotate it. Then by rotating the, here you see there are different filters are there. The filters will be changed here. By rotating, there are 7 filters are there: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 7 filters are there. So here this we can operate by rotating this. The filter will be changed: A to B, B to C, C to D, like this. So this is knob. And here you see in this small, I mean, provision is there to put the cuvettes. Cuvette is nothing but a small test tube, like small test tube. In that test tube, we take the solution. So this is a operators, that is spectrophotometer. With the help of this spectrophotometer, we are going to calculate the absorption or OD, optical density. These are both, anyone we can calculate. So OD mean optical density we can calculate of a given solution. So here you see what will happen in this instrument, in the spectrophotometer main. Here you see one bulb will be there. Here the bulb light will be passed through the prism. This is a prism, the source of light. This is a prism. This prism mean, here you see when the light will be fall here 7 colors are dispersed. Already we know that with GR. So from this you see a chromato light. One single light, wavelength light will be passed through the, here you see we will put the sample. Whatever the solution you take, that solution we will take in the cuvette. In this cuvette, we will take the solution. This monochromatic light will pass through the solution, and then here one you see here, this is the detector. So this light will be Here what will happen, the light will be incident on the, here you see cuvette and solution, then transmission will be takes place, and then here you see the, it will be remitted, it will come out. So here absorption will be takes place, transmission will be take place, and emission will be takes place. There are three processes are there. So the light which is come from this prism, this is nothing but we call a slit, a small hole. From that only monochromatic light, single light, color light will be pass, come and fall on the quiet. Then what will happen? Here you see absorption will be takes place. After absorption, transmission will be takes place. Then emission will be takes place. Then the light, emitted light will be fall on the detector. Then it will give the, here you see we will get the OD, optical density, or absorption of the light. Here we get the absorption. There are two modes are there. We can take the value generally on OD, optical density. Otherwise, if you turn to the absorption, that absorption value will come. So whatever it, so here generally we take the OD, optical density. So this is the phenomena which is takes place in this operator. So you see whatever the reading will come out, that will be, we can see on the digital screen here on the top. So that we will get here. This is a phenomena will takes place in this experiment. Simply you take, here you see this is a sample. So this is a cuvette tube. In this cuvette tube we take the sample, and a different concentration solution we will take here, and then when we start it, the light will be passed through the prism and it will disperse into the seven color. One monochromatic light will pass through the this sample solution. Then here absorption, transmission, and emission will be takes place. The emitted light will come and fall on the detector. Then the detector will be give the reading. That is nothing but we take in terms of OD, optical density, or in terms of absorption. So this is a phenomena will be take. This is the operators. And next we are going to take here operators. Here you see 10 test tubes. In this experiment, we take the different 10 test tubes we will take here. In 10 test tubes, not only the test tube, and we take the burette and burette stand. And here you see this is a burette stand, we can say stand, we can say. Here you see this is uh, burette, and I mean test tube stands. So these are the test tube stands. So here what, these are the operators. One is photospectrometer. So what the phenomena will be takes place in the photospectrometer, we discussed very clearly. And then not only that, we can take the burette, and here you see burette stand, and here you see test tube stands. Here we take 10 test tubes, you see here. So what is the principle of this experiment main is a very clear. So Beer's law, it tells that so log I0 by I is equal to the epsilon CLI. Here you see intensity of incident light. Here you intensity of incident starting light incident intensities we can take I0. After the transmission, that intensity of the light we can take as I. Log I0 by I is direct proportional to the CL. C means concentration, that is concentration of the solution which we taken in the cuvette. And here you see L is nothing but path of the length or diameter of the cuvette. So here, so if you remove the proportional, then we can introduce a constant, that is nothing but we call as epsilon. So therefore epsilon is nothing but we call as molar extension coefficient. This is a constant, that is nothing but we call as molar extension coefficient. And here you see we can take absorption, that is equal to, here you see epsilon CL, and here optical density, that is OD, also is equal to here epsilon CL. Yeah, already I told there are two options are there. We can take at a main optical density mode, or we can take absorption mode, whatever it. So here is optical density is direct proportional to this C. If concentration is more, OD also is high. Here you see If 1 is equal 1 centimeter, then optical density, then it is equal to the epsilon c. Why? Because if this QAT diameter or length, if we take 1, then here become 1, then we will get here epsilon and c. So here what we are doing, we are verifying the Beer's law. With the help of that, we are going to calculate the concentration of unknown given solution. So how we can calculate the unknown concentrate solution mean, here you see we take, this is the solution we can prepare like this. Take 1.58 grams of KMnO4 and dissolve in 100 ml of water. Then the concentration of the solution will be 0.1. And take 10 ml and 10 ml of 0.1 and KMnO4, which is make up to the 1000 ml. Then it will give the concentration that is equal to 0.001 m. 0.001 m concentration solution. The solution used for the experiment. So here you see the KMnO4, how we can prepare 0.001 m mean. First we take this much of KMnO4 and transfer into the 100 ml. From that we will get 0.1 m concentration solution. From 100 ml we take the 10 ml and it is make up to the 1000 ml. Then the 1000 ml solution of KMnO4 becomes 0.001 m. So this solution we used in the experiment. So that you have to keep in your mind, preparation of KMnO4 solution. So here you see, before going to do the experiment, first we will select the filter. That is very, very important. Already I told one knob is there, block knob. If you rotate, the filter will be changed. When, how we can take the select filter main, that is very, very important. Take distilled water in a cuvette and place in position in the instrument without putting the cuvette with solution. Then calorimetry should not be switched on. So first we have to take the water in the cuvette and put in the calorimetry. Here use photospectrometry. Here you see, this is the, here you see, you open this blue cover, then we will get small hole. In that you have to put the cuvette which is filled by the water, distilled water. And then you see here if you rotate it, here we get the A, B, C like this. We'll see here. So then the OD value, optical density value, we can see here. So if you rotate again, then B will come, the B OD value will get. And if you rotate, C filter will come, that value we will get here. And if you rotate D like this, if you rotate this one by putting the cuvette which is filled by the distilled water in this portion, then we rotate it, we get the different filter, and that filter OD we will observe here. So that value we can take in the this particular tabular form. Here you see selection of filter. So serial number, here filter name we will take here. In this filter name, in this filter you see, so the different value we will get here. In this filter we will get the different value. So 1 minute, I will show. Here you see the different value we will get here. Filter A 42 optical density, filter B 51, filter C 64, D is 72, E is 61, F is equal to 55 and G is equal to 46. Like this we will get the different OD value for the different filter. So among this, which is the highest optical density, that we will take here. Here you see this fourth one is highest density value. So therefore we take the D filter. So here you see the D filter we will take here. So in this you see we fix the, with this knob we fix the D filter, and then here we will take the D filter, then we can run the experiment. After that we can run the experiment. And before going to do the experiment, you see here switch on the calorimetry and adjust the filter with various number of calorimetry. Already I told there are various number are there, 1 2 3 4 5, like up to A B C D E F G. So here so the absorption displayed on the calorimetry already I told, and then the maximum absorption OD value filter should be select and fix it, and then KMnO4 solution of 0.001 m should be taken in cuvette and placed in the slot. So we remove the distilled water cuvette and we put the solution which we prepared 0.001 m KMnO4 solution in that slot, particular slot. The value of the optical density is be noted down in this value. This value should be less than 1 or equal to the 1. The optical density should be less than or 1, which we taken in a different concentration solution in that photospectrometry. Now you see here what we have to do here, main, this is a very important. First we have to take serial number 10 test tube we will take. In this 10 test tube, volume of the KMnO4 1 ml we have to take KMnO4 and 9 ml water, distilled water we have to take. This is one test tube. And second test tube we have to take 2 ml of KMnO4, 8 ml of distilled water. Like 3 ml, 7 ml, 4 ml, 6 ml. Like this we have to take 10 test tube solution, KMnO4 solution, which is different concentration. Why? Because here we are taking 1 ml, 0.001 m concentration solution, and we are adding 9 ml, we are making up to 10 ml. And here 2 ml of KMnO4, 8 ml of water. So 3 ml, 7 ml, like this we take the 10 different test solutions we will take here. So like this. So here it's given very clear. Here 1 ml of KMnO4 and here you see 9 ml of we can take the water. And here 2 ml of KMnO4 and 8 ml of water we will add. So then its concentration become 1 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Why? Because we have taken 0.001. We are here you see we are taking 1 ml water, 1 ml KMnO4, 9 ml water. It will become the volume is 10 ml. So here you see V1 M1 is equal to V2 M2. Then we can calculate the concentration of this solution. This solution concentration is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This solution concentration 2 ml and 8 ml, that is 2 into 10 to the power of 10 to the power of minus 4. Here you see 3 ml and 7 ml water, that is 3 into 10 to the power. Like this we can prepare different concentration solution. KMnO4 solution. Concentration should be here 1 into 10 to the power of 4, here 5 into 10 to the power of 5, here 9 into 10 to the power of 4. Like this, this is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Different concentration solution we will prepare like this. This solution, so if you put in this that particular slot, then it will give you see here. Take each solution of different concentration from 1 to 10 number in the cuvette and note down the absorption value for the concentration of KMnO4 in the tabular form. Here you see first one concentration we will take like this. This concentration solution we will take in the cuvette and we will put in the slot, and then we will get the optical density or absorption value. That value we can write here. Are you followed or not? So here this value is known. So this is 1 ml, 9 ml. This is nothing but calculation. We will do M1. You see M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. M1 is known and M2 V1 is known. Here M2 we have to find out. V1 is V2 is known. 1 ml of what? Here KMnO4 we will take. Its concentration we will get 0.001, and then after mixing 1 ml and 9 ml, then it will become the 10. The value of V2 is 10 ml, and here M2 we can calculate, that will give 1 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Then we will take V2, that is volume of KMnO4 2, and M1 is 0.001 m, and here V2 is 10 ml. Then M2 we can calculate that value. This value we will know, we will calculate after preparation the solution. After that, then we will this QA solution we will take in the QA, and then we will take the optical density or absorption value. That value we will take here. So this, like this, by doing the experiment, we will get the different OD values at a different concentration. That is very well, very easy. We can take the value here by taking first QA. This solution we will take, and its OD value we will write here, and then second QA value we will take this solution and we will put in the slot, and we will observe the OD. That OD value we can take here. Here you see different Q8 we will take. That Q8 we will put here in this slot. Here slot is there. In this put we will put, and we will observe. We will get the OD value. And second solution concentration we will take in another Q8, and we will put in the slot, and then we will note down the OD value or absorption, whatever it. So there are two modes are there: absorption mode and OD, optical density mode. If we put on the optical density, that value we will get the OD values. So like this we will take the different concentration solution in different QA, and we will put in the slot, and then we will note down the OD value. So here from this we will note down the OD value. That OD value we can write here, is given very here. We can take the OD value in this column, and after that what we have to do mean we have to plot a graph. So what is the plot? So draw a graph by taking the absorption or OD, whatever that is. That OD value we have to take on the y-axis, and the concentration of, here you see y-axis concentration of the solution we have to take on the x-axis. Here we will take the concentration, here we will take the absorption or optical density. Then what will happen? You see here different slot. Here we will get the different dots in the graph paper, and we will take the straight line, that straight line which is passing through the origin. So then it is obey the Beer's law. That is the condition. So then which is passing through this, we take the straight line which is passing through the origin. Then Beer's law is verified. So here is given a graph of a straight line passing through the origin appear which is obeys the Beer's law. So then after that, what we have to do here, you will do like this, you will plot a graph. After plotting the graph, we will give another solution. We don't, that is nothing but unknown concentrate solution. That unknown concentrated solution we will supply. After completing this experiment, after plotting the graph, then we will give the another KMnO4 solution, which is unknown concentration solution. Then what you have to do mean that solution you have to take in the QA, and that QA you should put in the slot, and you then switch on the spectrophotometry, and then you need not to change the filter should be remain same, and then you have to observe the OD value. So like this, first we will give the unknown solution. After completing your experiment, that solution you will take in the QA, and you will put in the slot, and you will switch on the photospectrometry, and then you will get the OD value. Unknown solution OD value you will know. Suppose unknown solution OD value or absorption, if you know here in this, suppose this value, if you know this value OD value, you will draw a straight line onto this curve, straight curve. Here you see this is coincide here, and then you extrapolate it onto the x-axis from there to here. So it is coinciding here. Then you can know the 10, 20, 30 like this, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.5, some value if you get here 0.45 like molarity. So this is the concentration scale we will take on the x-axis. Like this, unknown solution OD you will determine. After determination of the unknown, then we will draw a straight line to the curve, and this is straight line which we will get the curve graph. So that we extrapolated from that point to on x-axis, x-axis is nothing but it is a concentration we will take on the x-axis. By that unknown solution concentration, with the help of this graph, we can find out, we can determine. This is a very very important. First we will prepare the 10 different concentration solution. How to prepare mean already I told. 1 ml you have to take the KMnO4 and 9 ml, 2 ml, 8 ml, 3 ml, 7 ml. Like this, we prepare the different concentration solution. And after that, what you do mean, here you prepare like this. This each solution you have to take into the cuvette and put in the slot, and then you note down the optical density. Like this, we will get the 10 values. Already we know the concentration of that 10 solutions. We can calculate by using the V1 M1 is equal to V2 M2 equation. We will get this concentration of the this different concentrate solution. And by putting this solution in the slot, we will get its OD or absorption. And here this value and all this OD value we will get here. By doing the experiment, we will get the OD value on this column. We will note down here, and then we plot the graph OD versus OD axis. Y axis we will take, on y axis we will take the OD value, and on x axis we will take the concentration. So by that we will draw a straight line which is passing through the origin. So it is obese Beer's law. That is over. And after that we will give the unknown solution. That unknown solution also similarly you take in the cuvette and put in the slot and switch on the spectrophoto. Okay. Are you followed?